Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Continuing to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, chapter 15. We have been hearing how Jamadagni had a Kamadhenu cow, and then Kartavirya Arjun got envious and he wanted this Kamadhenu. By force he took it. When Paraśurāma came there, he understood what happened. He's gotten so angry, and then he's gone to Mahishmati, where Kartavirya Arjun would stay, and then with his shield and bow and arrow and a chopper. And then Kartavirya Arjun sent 17 Akshonis. And Lord Paraśurāma killed all of them. 17 Akshonis. A lot of military. We heard Prabhupada gave us in detail what is an Akshoni coming from Mahabharata. He quoted Mahabharata. Okay, reading on. Yato yato sa praharat parashvado
Yato yato
Yato
so
praharat
praharat parashvado
parashvado
mano niloja paraja prasudanaha.
mano niloja paraja krasudana
Tatas tataschenna bhujo rukandara
tataschinna bhujorukanda
nipetur urvyam hatasutavahanaha.
Nipetu urvyam
nipetururvam
hatasutavahanaha.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Lord Paraśurāma, being expert in killing the military strength of the enemy, worked with the speed of the mind and the wind, slicing his enemies with his chopper, Parashu. Wherever he went, the enemies fell, their legs, arms, and shoulders being severed, their chariot drivers killed, and their carriers, the elephants and horses, all annihilated. In the beginning, when the army of the enemy was full of fighting soldiers, elephants, and horses, Lord Paraśurāma proceeded into their midst, and at the speed of mind, he proceeded into their midst at the speed of mind to kill them. When somewhat tired, he slowed down to the speed of wind and continued to kill the enemies vigorously. The speed of mind is greater than the speed of the wind. So, speed of mind, that's really fast. You know how fast our mind goes everywhere. So Prabhupada is mentioning first he entered into the middle of the army, killing them with the speed of the mind, then a bit tired, then he became the speed of the wind, which is also very fast. And here Parashu is said, it's the chopper. Chopper means Parashu. That's why his name is Paraśurāma. Drishtva spasanyam rudirokakartame
Drishtam swasainyam rudhirodhame
anajire rama kutharasayake
Shri Rama
ranarasayake
Kutarasayake
vivrikna varma dvajachapa vigraham
Vivekna
Varma
Varma Dvijachapa Vigraham
nipatitam hai haya apatad pusha
Nipatitam
Nipatitam hai
hai haya apatadusha.
Manipulating his axe and arrows, Lord Parshuram cut to pieces the shields, flags, bows, and bodies of Kartavirya Arjun soldiers who fell on the battlefield, muddying the ground with their blood. Seeing these reverses, Kartavirya Arjun, infuriated, rushed to the battlefield. Atharjuna panchasateshu bahubhir
अथ अर्जुनः
पंचसते
पञ्चतेषु बाहुभिः
dhan dhanushu baणायुगपत् sasandade.
धनुषुबाणान् युगपत्
धनुर्बाणायुगपत्ससन्दते
ससन्दते
Ramaya Ramostapratam Samakranīs.
रामाय
रामाय
रामोऽस्त्रभृतां समाग्रणिः
रामोऽस्त्रमाग्रहीः
Tani ekadvaneshu samam.
तानि
तानि कदन्वेषु
एकन्वेषु समम्
समम्
And Kartaviri Arjun, with his 1,000 arms, simultaneously fixed arrows on 500 bows to kill Lord Parshuram. But Lord Parshuram, the best of fighters, released enough arrows with only one bow to cut to pieces immediately all the arrows and bows in the hands of Kartavirya Arjun. So here it's clearly stated that he had 1,000 arms. And with his 1,000 arms, he's picked up, so with 500 of his arms, he's picked up the bows. And then with the other 500 arms, he's shooting the arrows. But Lord Parshuram is, severed all the, he's cut already the bows and arrows. Just with one arrow, he cut all the 500.
with one bow,
With one arrow.
one
With
bow, I
one bow
think.
and arrow. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, one bow. One bow. Only with one bow he cut to pieces immediately all the arrows.
He released so many arrows using only one bow,
Yeah,
right?
looks like that then. Yeah,
Enough
yeah.
arrows.
Really so many bows with one arrow. So many arrows with one bow. Yeah. Una swahaster achalan mride nigripan.
पुनः स्वहस्ते
स्वहस्ते
अचलान्
चिरान्
मृदयङ्घ्रिपान्
Utshipyavegat abhidhavato yudhi.
उत्क्षिप्य वेगात्
अभिधावतो
युधिः
Ujan kuthare na kathoranimina.
भुजान्
उज्जनान्
कुठारेण
कुटीरेण
कठोरमिणा
Chichedarama prasabam tva ahir iva.
चिच्छेद
चिच्छेद राम
रामप्रसभं
प्रसभं
तु इव
And his arrows were cut to pieces. Kartavirya Arjun uprooted many trees and hills with his own hands and again rushed strongly toward Lord Parshuram to kill him. But Parshuram then used his axe with great force to cut off Kartavirya Arjun's arms, just as one might lop off the hoods of a serpent. So he's picking up trees and hills, Kartavirya Arjun, and Lord Parshuram with his axe just chops it, all his arms. Krita baho shirastasya
कृतबाहो
कृतबाहो
शिरस्तस्य
शिरस्तस्य
gire shringam ivahara.
गिरे
गिरे
शृङ्गम्
शृङ्गम्
इवाहर
इवाहर
Hate pitare tatputra
Ate pitari tatputra.
Ayutam Dudrubhurpaya
Ayutam
Ayutam
drudvabhurvayat.
Agnihotrim Upavartya
Agnihotrim
Agnihotri
upavartya.
upavartya
Savatsam Paraviraha
Savatsam
Savatsam
paraviraha.
paraviraha
Samupet Yashramam Pitre
Samupetya ashramam
Samupityashramam
pitre.
pitre
Pariklishtam Samarpaya.
Pariklishtam
Parikshtam
samarpayat.
samarpayat.
Thereafter, Parshuram cut off like a mountain peak the head of Kartavirya Arjun, who had already lost his arms. When Kartavirya Arjun's 10,000 sons saw their father killed, they all fled in fear. Then Parshuram, having killed the enemy, released the Kamadhenu, which had undergone great suffering, and brought it back with its calf to his residence, where he gave it to his father Jamadagni. So Parshuram killed Kartavirya Arjun, and Kamadhenu, she had undergone great suffering. After all, she was separated from Jamadagni. There seems to, she's like suffered in this. And then with the scarf, brought her with the scarf, gave it to Jamadagni.
So means
Swakarma,
that Kamadhenu was taken, Kamadhenu was taken with its calf also,
yeah, with
right?
scarf, yeah.
Mm.
But she was suffering,
You're suffering,
like,
yeah.
yeah, being separated like that from Jamadagni, taken away. So she suffered.
And that Kartavirya had 10,000 sons. Wow.
Yeah, 10,000 sons.
Mm. And they all fled after seeing their father being killed.
Yeah,
Mm.
they're not fighting.
Fighting.
10,000 of them.
But
Because they've seen,
Shilpaji, how
uh,
can they fight? Like we are reading the Parshuramji, how he's
uh,
fighting at the speed of, mind
yeah,
and,
Mind. And
the speed of wind. So, I
yeah,
mean, they would be like, what is this happening? We have never seen anything like this.
yeah,
they got scared. Very they feared. They'd be killed also.
yeah, yeah. Swakarma tat kritam Rama.
Swakarma tatkritam
Swakritam
Rama.
Rama.
Pitre bhratrabhya eva cha.
Pitre
Pitri
bhatrabhaya evacha.
Varnayam asat tachrutva.
Varnayam
Asatachyutva
asatachyutva.
Jamadagnir abhashata.
Jamad Agni Abhashata.
Abhasata.
Parshuram described to his father and brothers his activities in killing Kartavirya Arjun. Upon hearing of these deeds, Jamadagni spoke to his son as follows. So he's gone and he's told his father what happened, and his brothers are there also. And now Jamadagni is going to tell him something. But now from Kartavirya Arjun, whatever we heard about him, of this incident, what are a few things that we can learn?
Like, I think that how they were, like, the king was not following the rules at that time. So, like, we should be very, very careful. We should not hurt the Brahmanas. It's very dangerous, and cows, especially.
Yeah, yeah, not following the rules, not protecting the brahmanas, not protecting the cows. Also, we can say that he was so powerful, so opulent. He had everything going for him. But then what happened? He got too proud with all what he had. It's what brought his downfall. Became too puffed up. They say it was beautiful, up was written, and then he, of course, is so powerful, 1,000 arms and a great army. And he is, after all, a king, so, great family heritage, like
And
so
he
many
had all
things.
the opulence, no?
Yeah, all the opulences.
So when you
And
don't
then,
follow grammatical principles, then you be, I mean, you'll be killed. I mean,
yeah,
And there will not be any peace. Like, like how there wasn't any peace. He got killed and there was no peace at that time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. Yeah. Rama Rama Mahabaho
Rama
Rama,
Rama Mahabhahu
Bhavan Papam Akarashi
Bhavan
Baba,
Papam
Papa,
Akarashi
Paraki,
Navadin Naradevam Yat
Avadhi
Avadi,
Naradevam
Naradevam,
Yat
Yad,
Sarva Deva Mayam Ritham.
Sarvadevamaya
Sarvadevamaya Amrita.
O great hero, my dear son Parshuram, you have unnecessarily killed the king, who is supposed to be the embodiment of all the demigods. Thus, you have committed a sin. So Jamadagni is saying to Parshuram, hey, unnecessary you kill the king over this. So this is a sin. Vayam hi brahmanastata
Vayam hi
Yamhi
Brahmana
Brahmanastata,
Tata
shamayarhan natam gataha
Shamaya
Shamaya,
Arhatam Gataha
yaya loka gurur devaha
Gata
Loka
Yayaloka
Guru
Guru
Deva,
Deva
parameshtyamagat padam.
Parameshyam
Paramyam
Agat Padam.
Padam.
My dear son, we are all Brahmanas and have become worshipable for the people in general because of our quality of forgiveness. It is because of this quality that Lord Brahma, the supreme spiritual master of this universe, has achieved his post. So, what is the quality here Jamadagni is speaking about?
Forgiving,
Give forgiveness.
Forgiveness. Yeah,
forgiveness.
he's saying the Brahmanas are worshipped by everyone because of the quality of forgiveness. And you should have forgiven Kartavirya Arjun, but you have necessarily killed him. He's saying it's because of forgiveness that Lord Brahma, the supreme spiritual master of this universe, has achieved his post. That Lord Brahma is so forgiving.
But Parshuram has got the Kshatriya qualities.
Kshatriya spirit, that's right. That's what it is. Shamaya rochate Lakshmir.
Shamaya
Shamaya
Rochati
Rochate
Lakshmi
Lakshmi,
Brahmi Sauri Yatha Prabha.
Brahmi
Brahmi
Sauri Yatha
Sauriyata
Prabha
Prabha,
Shaminam Ashu Bhagavams.
Shamani
Shamini
Asham
Asu,
Ashu Bhagwan
Tushyate Harir Ishvaraha.
Tushyate
Tushyate
Hari
Hari
Ishvaraha.
Ishvara.
The duty of a Brahmana is to culture the quality of forgiveness, which is illuminating like the sun. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, is pleased with those who are forgiving. Different personalities become beautiful by possessing different qualities. Chanakya Pandit says that the cuckoo bird, although very black, is beautiful because of its sweet voice. Similarly, a woman becomes beautiful by her chastity and faithfulness to her husband, and an ugly person becomes beautiful when he becomes a learned scholar. In the same way, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras have become beautiful by their qualities. So here Jamadagni is saying that, we are pleasing the Lord. Uh, Rather, we become beautiful. The Brahmanas become beautiful because of this quality of forgiveness. And that Krishna is pleased when he sees somebody has this quality of forgiving others. We can see one of the ways to please Krishna here, to cultivate this quality of forgiveness. So here Prabhupada is quoting Chanakya Pandit that how different personalities become beautiful. What are the few things mentioned here?
The cuckoo bird,
Yeah,
that it's black, but it has such a beautiful, sweet voice.
yeah,
Then a woman whose chastity and faithfulness to her husband becomes beautiful.
yeah. It's attractive, right? When we see a very
Yes.
chaste, very faithful woman, then she becomes very attractive.
And the ugly
And
person becomes beautiful when he becomes a learned scholar.
learned scholar, yeah. When we see somebody who's very knowledgeable, we don't see how they look, right?
Mm,
We are just, we admire that, oh, wow, so much knowledge.
yeah,
So,
and the main point, like see how Chanakya Pandit said, na, that forgiveness, the Lord is very pleased with you when you have this quality of forgiveness
forgiveness.
in
Yeah,
you.
Jamadagni is saying that. Yeah,
Right?
okay. Yes, it's certainly a
So Jama,
quality.
acha, Jama, not Chanakya Pandit.
Yeah, uh, Jamadagni is
Yeah.
saying that.
Right.
So, Brahmanas are beautiful when they are forgiving, Kshatriyas when they are heroic and never retreat from fighting, Vaishyas when they enrich cultural activities and protect cows, and Shudras when they are faithful in the discharge of duties pleasing to their masters. Thus, everyone becomes beautiful by his special qualities, and the special quality of the Brahmana is described here as forgiveness. So, Prabhupada is saying how the different varnas become beautiful. So, the qualities Brahmanas is forgiveness. What about Kshatriyas?
Heroic.
Heroic, yeah. Great
Yeah.
hero. Mm. And Vaishyas.
They enrich cultural activities and protect the cows.
Yeah. Cultural activities and protect cows. And Shudras.
When they are faithful in the discharge of duties,
Yeah.
pleasing their masters.
Yeah. Faithfully serving. Right?
Mm,
Faithfully serving. So everyone can please the Lord by whatever varna one is in, whatever category one is in. But forgiveness, yes,
I think it's for
certainly to be.
everyone, right?
Yeah,
Forgiveness should be for
certainly.
everyone.
Yeah, certainly. That's a quality to be cultivated. Should we stop here?
Yes.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki
Hare
jai,
Krishna,
Gaur
Shilpa ji.
Bhakta.
It is just a
Hare
very
Krishna.
last one. We'll finish the chapter. It's not very big. It's just small. So if we just want to finish the chapter, it's just the
Okay.
last one.
Yeah, let's
Is that
finish.
okay?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Ragyo Murdha Bhishik Murdha Bhishiktasya
Ragyu
Ragyo
Murdha
Mudha
Vishiktasya
Bhishiktas
Vado Brahma Vadat Guruhu
Vado
Vajro
Brahma
Brahma
Vadat
Vadat
Guru
Guru
Tirtha Samsevaya Chamho
Tirtha
Tita
Samsevaya
Samsevaya
Chamho
Chamho
Jahi Ang Achyuta Chetanaha
Jahi Anga
Jahi
Achyut
Angachuta
Chetanaha.
Chetanaha.
My dear son, killing a king who is an emperor is most severely sinful than killing a brahmana. But now, if you become Krishna conscious and worship the holy places, you can atone for this great sin. One who fully surrenders to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is freed from all sins. Aham tuam sarva papebhyo mokshayashyami. From the very day or moment he fully surrenders to Sri Krishna, even the most sinful person is freed. Nonetheless, as an example, Jamadagni advised his son Paraśurāma to worship the holy places. Because an ordinary person cannot immediately surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is advised to go from one holy place to another to find saintly persons and thus gradually be released from sinful reactions. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 9th canto, 15th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Paraśurāma, the Lord's warrior incarnation. So Jamadagni is saying now you have become sinful, you killed the king, it's more sinful, you killed an emperor, so it's more sinful than killing a brahmana. So now you have a lot of these sinful reactions. Now you go to the holy places, become Krishna conscious. And in this way you can atone for the sin. Prabhupada is mentioning one who fully surrenders to Krishna, all his sins are taken away by Krishna. But one may not be able to do that immediately. So one is advised, go to the holy places. The idea to go to the holy place is find the sadhus, find the devotees there, and hear from the devotees. Yeah, engage in devotional service. In this way, be released with all sinful reactions. Do you want to add anything? Anyone? Okay, so stop here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila
Jai
Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur
Jai
Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare
Jai.
Krishna.